Okay, well, welcome back, everybody. And today I'm going to tell you about I'm making progress on this seating pressure, cleaning the brass, brushing the necks, lubing the necks, this whole thing. This is a progress report here, and I'm making good progress. And this is also going to combine loading the Berger VLDs, 105 grain, for the first time for a seating test. So stay tuned. There's going to be a lot in this video and a lot of explanation about what I'm doing. Let's get on with it. All right, so we're going to do a little progress report here now. And what I'm showing you right here now is I had some cases left over that I did not clean, and I did not lube the necks, okay? However, I did brush the necks. I wanted to see what kind of difference it made, and it made a tremendous difference. What I want to tell you first is these 26 cases here are using the Lapua Skinner bullets that I've been using all along. And you see these spikes. Now they're actually drops, okay? They went from spikes to drops. But anyways, if you look over here at our terminal force, we went 86 to 26. So we're down to like about 40 pounds of terminal force, because before they were around 70, if I do recall. So let's close this one. And I also made some using up some Barnes match burner bullets. What I had for those to make up another 13 cases. And you see our terminal force there was from 79 to 106. So that's about 25 pounds. That's even better, besides this straggler here. But what we do not see here is any spike or dropout or anything like that. Okay? Now just remember that, because I think that spike problem was due to the Skinner bullets, which blows my mind, but I'm not sure. All right? Now, let's open the Berger seating. Okay, now let me tell you why there is such a difference here. Now, these are cleaned cases. I rice tumbled them, okay? I brushed the necks out before and after sizing, and I also reduced my neck interference fitting. Okay, so from going from 3 thousandths neck interference fitting, I went to 2.5 thousandths neck interference fitting. So I did not lube the necks, but I really like the results here. Let's check our terminal force. We go from 71 to 47, so that's 24 pounds difference. That is not great. I like to shoot around 10 to 15. But what I think I am going to do next time is I'm going to leave the neck interference fitting the same. I'm going to brush the necks before and after sizing. Then I think I may lube the necks if I can figure out a way of doing it. I don't want to use the graphite. I don't want that all over the place when I'm seating bullets, the mess with that. I may just take my, the way I used to lube the necks, just a real light touch of Imperial sizing wax. But as you see in all this stuff, this is so nice. So nice. Except for the pressure spread here, this could be brought down, and I think by lubing it, it will. And if it does, I cannot ask any better. But now, what I want to see most of all above anything is how these burgers fly, how they shoot. So I've got a seeding test. I'm going to close this now. We can come, or here, let me show you. Let me just go back to all three of these. I can't show you all three at once. Okay? So here's the blow-offs I made with the skinners. Look at these dips in here. In almost every single bullet, I've got this here. Okay? And that's with the Skinner bullets. Then if I go over here to the Barnes match bullets, it's just one straight line. So it has a lot to do with the bullets, probably how sticky they are or how smooth they are or whatever it is. And then we go back to the burgers. Okay, so I loaded up so many of these burgers for a seeding test. My seeding test, I'm going to start at 1.720 and I'm going to go to 1.695, and that's going to be at 5,000ths increments. I'm sorry, I had a little brain fart there. Still 28 grains of Varget. All right, and this is no lube. So, and they're going to be 5-shot groups. So please stay tuned for the next video, because the next video is going to be my first seeding test on the burgers, and also something else I'm going to do. If you remember, I don't know, couple months ago, I got me a manual arbor for doing seeding tests at the range, and I'm taking that with me because I loaded 20 that are long at 1.720, so that when I do this first seeding test, I don't have to come back home and load them and to wherever they were good on each side or whatever, wherever they were good. I can do it right at the range now. So I'll be taking that. I'll be taking my Short Action Customs Infinity APS seeding die and my caliper, and I'll do the seeding at the range. So that's going to be interesting. So stick with me, folks. I think we're really getting somewhere. This could not be, I'm telling you, if I can bring these together, that would be like the perfect traces. This is really nice. So I'm really excited where we're headed here. All right. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next video, right? All right, so long. If you liked or learned something from this video, please hit the like button. And please also hit the subscribe button and the notifications to be notified of all my new videos. This QR code will take you to my website store where I sell the brackets, t-shirts, and basically anything else that I don't use anymore. You never know what's going to be there, so check often. There is also a wealth of information there. Thank you for watching.